I'm so excited because today is Australia Day, as you can see with my cool ass glasses. I'm really enjoying these, but they're really hard to see through. But I go to work at 2:30, so I'm going to be wearing these, and I got some headbands with some flags on them, and I'm going to be like, yeah, represent. But I'll probably take these off now because I don't need them for the video. So as you can probably tell, today is the Tuesday, which means we have another Top 5 Tuesday today. And as the colours are over, we're going to be going into new themes. So the theme for this week is top 5 side characters that should have their own series. This was a bit hard for me to do just because all my books are stacked behind each other, and it was really hard trying to find the books when I thought of them, but I got 5 and I'm really excited, so let's get into this. Number 5 on my list would be to see Simon Lewis from the Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare. You know, people will probably tell me, oh, Shadowhunter Academy's already a thing, he already has his own series, but I want to see Simon Lewis before the Mortal Instruments. So I want to see him when he's I want to see him falling in love with Clary. I want to see his friendship with Clary evolving, and maybe even have part of meeting the Shadowhunters and his feelings towards Jace and how he feels jealous of them. I'd like to see him before he becomes a part of the Shadowhunter world. And Shadowhunter Academy, I really am excited to read, but I would like to have Simon before the Mortal Instruments to have his own series, which I think would be really, really great. On my list would be to see Cayman from the Dark Elements trilogy by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I really loved him in this book. He is so funny and so snarky, and his humour just really makes the book, and he's a great side character, but I'd really like to see his life in the underworld, I'd really like to see his life in the underworld of all the bad things he does, how he runs that bar, how he makes deals with humans for their souls. I'd really like to see that dark side of him, and maybe him finding love, because he is gay, so he does love men, so I'd really like to see some romances with Cayman. I'd like to see the more dark side of this world, and I think through Cayman's eyes would be the best way to have it. The next character I'd like to see have their own series is Isaac from The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Oh my god, it's glaring. I really loved his character in Fault in Our Stars, and he was a great addition to the book, but I'd really like to see him pre-Fault in Our Stars, and his story evolving from him being able to see to going blind. I think that'd be really interesting to see that from a character, and even to see his perspective on Hazel and Gus. I'd really enjoy having his perspective. I really would. It'd be so great. Number 2 on my list would be to see Kenji from the Shanami trilogy by Tahira Mafe. He is such a funny character, and he really brightens up the story. He really brings humor and light to the story. Without Kenji, this book would just be a bit more darker and definitely more serious. He just really develops the fun pace of this book, I think. So I think he'd have a great series, and I'd like to see him either so him developing his power, figuring out that he can turn invisible and developing how well he can get it, or to see him after and maybe have a bit of a bit more closure with the series, because I feel like this series really ended before it needs more for me. I really wanted there to be more books in this series, and there were so many loose ends that I wanted to be more evolved. So I think through Kenji's eyes that would be as good as through Juliet, so I really would like to see him have his own series though. And number 1 on my list would be to see Pauline from The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson in her own series. I really loved Pauline. She's such a great character, and I really I just loved her so much. And even though I did love Aaliyah and Rafe and Kaden and their whole story going on, I love them, but Pauline was just such a good side character, and she helped so much of the story. But I'd really like to see how Pauline fell in love with Michael, who is her love, and he gets mentioned throughout the book, but we never meet him. But I'd really love to see how Pauline would fall in love with someone, because she always seems so not serious, but she doesn't break character kind of thing. So I'd like to see her falling in love with someone and having that experience from her perspective. I'd love to see her. I'd really would. She would be so adorable, and I'd love it. It'd be great. So these are the 5 books I need more series out of them. I hope if the authors ever see this video, these are the books I'd really love for you to make more of, please. But anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.